If you find that you are, or someone you love is going through a divorce and there is a house or other real property involved, please know that you have options. And if the option that you choose is to sell, it's best to have a plan laid out in advance. But the first question is, what are your options? Hi, I'm Jill Ward with Homes of Hawaii Real Estate, and on this video, I'm going to talk about the options you have for your real estate holdings while you're going through a divorce. First of all, I'm very sorry for you going through this difficult time. If you have to, selling your property can be quite traumatic. There are obviously emotions involved, and sometimes you're going to have conflicting interests. My job is to facilitate communication and make this process as seamless as possible. Dividing a property when lives diverge is hard. When couples decide to part ways, challenges arise. There are many emotions involved, and there are financial considerations as well. So let's talk about 4 of your main choices when it comes to handling a shared property. First is selling the home. This is the most common option for divorcing couples. Selling the property often means that you'll split the equity evenly and move to separate homes. In Hawaii, property is divided according to equitable distribution. This means that the court divides property between the spouses in what is believed to be a fair distribution according to what each spouse has contributed during the marriage and what their earning capacity is after the divorce. Many factors can be taken into consideration by the judge. Likely, the profits from the sale will be considered marital property and will be split between both parties. Additional considerations will likely be given if children are involved. The second option is a buyout. One spouse can buy out the other. If one spouse wants to keep the home, they can buy out the other spouse's share of the equity. The spouse who wants to buy the home obtains a loan, in most cases, to purchase the house and then pays off or buys out the other spouse as to their remaining share. This option tends to work when at least one of the spouses can afford all of the expenses of the house themselves. The third option is you can defer the sale of the property. Maybe selling right now is not a good option. Maybe you can rent out the property or work out a part-time or joint living situation until there is a better time to sell. Deferring may be an option if you do not want to uproot children. Or perhaps it would be financially irresponsible if the sale of the property would result in a short sale or foreclosure. The spouses in this case usually have to be on pretty good terms and decide how they will financially handle the upkeep of the home. And it's always best to get those details in writing in case your circumstances change. The fourth option is you can co-own the home. This option is becoming more common. This can be a good option if you have children and you want them to continue living in the home. It allows the children to stay in one place and not have to go between 2 different homes. Co-owning the home means you will both have to be responsible for the mortgage and the other expenses. This is possible in amicable separations. If you and your soon-to-be ex-spouse are on good terms, you may be able to share the space or swap out to a second location. It's not always the case in every situation, but there are choices. Both divorce and selling a property are 2 of the most stressful situations that can happen during your lifetime. None of this is easy, and it often occurs in the midst of an emotional storm. The key is to try to be on the same page as much as possible and have professionals in your corner who want the best for you. If you have questions or concerns about managing your real estate during a divorce, please reach out. I'm here to help. I really hope this video helped you understand your options when you're divorcing and selling your home here in Hawaii. Let's chat to find out what works best for your particular situation. If you are curious about what your property is worth, or you have any other questions about real estate, please reach out via my contact information below or reach out via social at JillWard808. And please subscribe to this channel if you'd like to receive more information about buying or selling on Oahu, Hawaii. Thank you for watching. I'm Jill Ward with Homes of Hawaii Real Estate.